generally regard yourself as a kid person? Or are you one of those people, like me, that says they'll like their own kid a lot more? I'm a manager for a retail company, and my name is Sierra. Almost daily, my store becomes a playground for unruly children. You know, those kids that act like their parents fed them 3 cans of Mountain Dew in the car before walking in the front door. I'm frustrated that too many parents lack the vital skills necessary in raising respectful and responsible young adults. Besides, isn't the main objective of being a parent to sustain life and growth? Shouldn't this be a task we handle with a little more care? I've been in retail for 6 years now, and at this point, every time I see a kid walk through that front door, my heart instantly sinks to the ground. Retail is already stressful enough, without having to worry if that kid is over there taking the hands off your mannequin, or if he's crawling into your tables, pushing the shirts you just folded out the front. Or my personal favorite, if they're running their hands through your jewelry stands, tangling all your necklaces together. Over the years, I've noticed a trend in these tornado children, that behind that unruly child, there is a parent that could care less what their child is getting into, or they're ignoring the fact that their kid is getting into trouble to begin with, not only making my job harder, but affecting our customer store experience. Every month, it's my responsibility to execute what's called a floor set. This is where we adjust the layout of the floor and set the new presentation for that season's products. So I was working on one of the tables, cleaning it out, making it free of dust, adjusting the layout to present the new product. I was so focused, I didn't notice this tiny kid set his paper on my table. Next thing I know, I hear this little voice asking me for my pen. I was caught off guard, but I just simply answered, "No, I'm sorry, I'm working here right now." And I continued with what I was doing. Next thing I know, I have this father demanding me to answer why his son couldn't draw on my table. I simply explained to him that I was working in this area and it was dangerous for his son to be here while I was moving things around. He simply seemed appalled that I had stood my ground. He announced that he was taking his family and shopping elsewhere, causing the entire line at the cash wrap to have all eyes on me. I wish I could say that similar stories were far and few between. However, there are a few solutions that I believe will help put things in perspective. Clinical psychologist Dr. Ruth Peters suggests that parents are the enablers to annoying childish behavior. She believes that parents ignore crazy behavior with no attempt in removing the child from the situation, and they insist on not breaking the child's spirit in hopes that one day that kid will just get it and become a responsible adult. Once parents begin taking responsibility for their child's behavior, they can then move in the right direction to fix the bad behavior. There are a lot of mainstream beliefs out there regarding parenting that are doing more harm than good. Darcia Narvaez, PhD, believes that the common use of infant formula, the isolation of infants in their own rooms, the belief that responding to a fussing baby too soon is considered spoiling it, and the common use of impersonal daycare are just a few to name. This lack of bonding and closeness between the parent and child is causing the rates of young children whose behavior displays aggression, delinquency, and hyperactivity. According to Ravir and Knights from the National Center of Children in poverty, nearly 25% of kids are expressing these kinds of behaviors. Therefore, as the transition from Generation X to millennials continues to rise in the workplace, they are also entering parenthood in full force. Roughly 1 in 5 moms is currently a millennial. They account for almost 90% of new moms within the last year, according to Kate Schweitzer from Pop Sugar. However, most millennial moms don't want to raise their children the way they were brought up. They want to be more involved than moms of the baby boomers. They want to hover less than moms from Generation X. They desire a happy medium between organic superfood moms and parents that don't believe in boundaries. This is changing the way we approach parenting. Together, we can correct the problems through poor parenting education and learn to raise respectful and responsible young adults. Become informed. Do your research. And don't blindly accept mainstream parenting beliefs. Anais Nin once said, "When we blindly adopt a religion, a political system, a literary dogma, we become automatons. We cease to grow." So shouldn't we stop ignoring bad behavior in hopes that one day our kids will just get it and become these amazing equipped leaders? Shouldn't we rather build our children up and give them the tools they need to thrive? We need to stop rolling our eyes at that annoying child and take responsibility for the lack of parenting skills that exist today. This is our world and our future. Wouldn't we want the best for the young ones that we are sending out to better it? Thank you.